Looks like a baby is coming today, Friday the 13th. Ow. I just uploaded my video on trying to evict baby. The second I stood up, I got like a contraction. The first one. Baby knew exactly how long to wait until mommy was done working. And now our plan was to go to a restaurant that's about 1.5 hours, 2 hours of walk away, but yeah, I cannot walk because I get contractions every few seconds if I attempt to walk. So we're going to go by car because I shall have a burger. All right, gonna take a little stroll around the garden before we go to see if we still make it or if it will fall out before. So let's enjoy the wildflowers while we can. Is just eating a very light portion in preparation for labor. I'm having a burger that I will probably take away to the hospital with me. Drehst du auf Magen, wenn du deine Schwester siehst?
Aber heute will ich auch bekommen.
Aber das dauert wahrscheinlich noch ewig lang, bis die rauskommen.
Ich will auch bekommen.
It is a showtime, babies. Just both little one and grandma at the house, and things are progressing. So we're making our way to the hospital since my first crotchgoblin basically fell out, and this might go really quick, and it's a drive, so let's go. Oh, look, horses! You can't see those. Anyways, I thought while I'm here in the car doing nothing, I'll share some of my labor tips and tricks with you. First thing, eating something sour really helps me. Also just had a very sour lemonade. I don't know, it just makes me happier. And also I feel like kind of like counteracts the pain. So I found these ginger lemon haribos. They do their thing. To get through contractions is this magical thing here. Just a regular comb. When you get a contraction, you just press it into your hand, just as I demonstrated. Because the pain gate theory says if you inflict some sort of like stimulus or some sort of pain, which is obviously not as painful as a contraction, somewhere that has like a closer reach to your brain, it will first register that pain before it actually registers the pain that is further away. So in your coochie or in your stomach or wherever you feel that contraction. So yeah, try it. It's awesome.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, you don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire.
I was almost right with 8 o'clock. 8:25. Ja, alles spitze.
Wow, Mama.
it went very quick, which was wonderful.
I'm bloody.
What?
I'm bloody.
You're bloody? Well, it was bloody, yeah, but it's a gross thing in general, but it's also very
it's
cute.
beautiful thing in general.
I don't know, I don't have anything to say.
You didn't prepare a speech?
No, I'm super tired. I just wanna shower, and then I hope she sleeps a little bit, and then I'll sleep a little bit.
I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you
Breakfast,
do.
my burger from yesterday, and 2 cups of coffee. Bliss. It was intense, but very quick, so I'm very thankful for that. It's the next day now. I am sharing a room with 3 other mamas, so we're 6 people in this room, 3 of whom are crying and shitting all the time, which is kind of disturbing, so I'm going to see if I can get discharged in the afternoon. Yeah, birth went well. Minimal cussing was involved. It's also such a weird experience when you're like going through contractions, and it's like the worst pain you could ever imagine, and then suddenly they stop and you feel completely normal, and then 30 seconds after you're like a raging animal again. Baby is sleeping. Oh yeah, by the way, do you remember this?
You saw it?
Bite in it.
No, I don't.
Bite in it. It's a boy. Well, it's a girl. Hi Lulu, ich hab dich vermisst. Das ist deine Schwester. Delete.
I got you, you got me. We are two lucky. Emily, your name spells home. Since the day you were born, you have always known when I need you the most. Oh ho, oh ho. My best friend got sent my own good fortune. You know you are my double flame whisper, my soulmate sister. You know you are.
So may I formally introduce you to little Lorelei. Hi! So today she's a week old, which means she still looks a little bit like a potato, like all newborns do. But she is a very sweet little potato, sleeping, pooping, drinking. You know, they usually don't have much going on in their first weeks of life. We've just been enjoying ourselves, sightseeing, going for a lot of ice creams, sitting in the sun. Now, a lot of you had asked me if I would choose a witchy name. Some of us Germans, when they hear the name Lorelei, will probably think of the story of the siren Lorelei. It sits on a rock in the river Rhine and lures men into their death. And actually that story is not as old as a lot of people believe. It's not from mythology, it's not an old folk story. It's actually only roughly about 220 years old. However, the story of the rock Lorelei goes back way, way further. Lorelei is a big stone formation in the river Rhine, and it's very, very difficult to ship there. So back in the times, and even nowadays, a lot of tragic boating accidents happen there. A lot of men drowned there, hence the story of the siren. However, the actual meaning of Lorelei is a different one. So Lore either comes from the German luren, which means like to murmur or to whisper. It might come from the Middle High German word lure, which means fairy, and then lei from the Celtic word for rock. So it's the murmuring rock or the whispering rock. And it was called like that because the way the water goes through it creates a 7-fold echo. And back in the times, people believed that the ghosts and the little dwarfs that lived in that mountain created that murmuring type of sound. So the Lorelei was also titled the Fairy Mountain or the Mountain of the Nibelungs. It was believed to be where the Nibelungs, so the mist ghosts, kind of lived. And that's why in a lot of stories from around 1800, Lorelei also appears as a woman that is a sorceress or the protector of the Nibelungs. So yeah, the name is somewhat witchy, but also I'm a huge Gilmore Girls fan, and I always loved the story of the Lorelei, even as a child. So I had my baby names, at least for girls, I have them all picked. Boys, different story. So my son has like a family name. After all, he's half Spanish, so tradition. I would like to know, did you give your child a magical, special name, or are you planning to do that? But I do also want to share my newborn oracle or tarot card spread with you. Now, personally, I don't believe in divination as in telling the child's future or something like that. First of all, that's not how I use oracle and tarot cards, and secondly, I do believe it just puts an unnecessary label or expectation on the poor potato, and we don't want that. She can do her own thing and she will figure it out. So the spread I came up with is more to raise awareness for certain topics that will arise in the first few weeks of their lives, just about self-care and family care and newborn care and stuff like that. Of course, with a new arrival, it's all about the baby, but also as a mama, you have to kind of make time for yourself, for self-care. It's really important. So the first card that I pull gives me some sort of inspiration for what I can do to care for myself, to look after my own needs, and what to pay extra attention to. The second card I pull is more of an inspiration for family life. Obviously, the sibling is affected, the partner is affected, the entire relationships in the family kind of change, and that card gives me some sort of inspiration on what to look out for, maybe some downfalls that I have to think of, or maybe some inspiration of how to make the transition easier for all of the family members. Open to interpretation, do your own thing. Card number 3 is some inspiration of how to nurture new babies, abilities, interests. I mean, I'm not doing much right now anyway, but just some inspiration for me on how to best support her. And then card number 4 provides some inspiration on resources to use when times get tough. Emotionally, stress, general hiccups that are probably about to happen at some point. Troubles, adaptation, wonder weeks, regressions, whatever. But I see you next week with some more witchery and other shenanigans. Bye!